Xbox Game Pass. Here are the suggestions for the month of May. Be sure to like the video. Subscribing is great as well. And if you are grabbing Xbox Game Pass, consider using my affiliate link in the video description. It takes you to the Microsoft Store and helps support the content on the channel. So first up, we got FIFA 23. That's right, it's time to get out there and enjoy some soccer/football, depending on the region you're from. Kick around the ball, enjoy a plethora of different modes, whether you're playing locally or online, whether you're collecting cards or going through seasons, whether you're playing as local teams or teams from far away. Get ready to enjoy what is supposed to be the last under the FIFA branding title within the very long-running EA Sports franchise that aims to simulate the style, heart, and scope of just what this large-scale sporting event has to offer. FIFA 23 is ready to go. This is Ravenlock, which is a really cute Alice in Wonderland-esque sort of adventure game. It's really quite perfect for all audiences. I enjoyed it as a quick sort of nice adventure with hack and slash elements, light puzzle solving, and just a really joyfully casual and calming time. If you're younger, this is a perfect entryway into understanding some more complex role-playing games, and it does have a good balance of really just visually stunning environments, using that Alice in Wonderland influence in very exciting and unique ways, and also having some light puzzle solving that's not too difficult, but might give some a challenge here or there if they are, sometimes getting stumped on what's going on. But yeah, it's just a really calming, nice sort of adventure with delightfully charming music, popping visuals in regards to just the vibrancy level, and just a fun atmosphere that's really interesting to dive into. This is Weird West Definitive Edition. So head out to the ye old west, but it's weird. Like, it's really, really quite messed up. So we played this game a while back, and now it is back again as a definitive edition upgrade. So they've done some reworking of the visuals and whatnot, which is, actually makes it look, I think, a bit nicer. So yeah, you'll go through these different tales with these really messed up scenarios and setups, some a little bit more grounded, some a little bit more out there. You'll have to be smart and use various assets and items and things that you collect, use elements of stealth and choice in how you scope out and handle the differing scenarios that are present. It is violent, it is crazy, and it certainly is one of those titles that is just really, really quite distinct in what it has to offer. It's a very cool sort of game. And speaking of really cool games, something where it's just vibing, this is Cassette Beasts. It's kind of a little bit like the old school Pokemon type stuff, where you are going about in this environment that you found yourself, I guess you would say, trapped in, and you will be facing off against various monsters. The big twist and change of fate in this one is that you battle with elements of music. The game itself has a very lovely sort of soundtrack going on as you're just, sort of taking in the world. It's actually very, very delightful. And, yeah, you're just kind of battling all of these creatures, figuring out this new world that you found yourself on, and making some brief choices in order to adjust your gameplay experience as you head out there, meeting strange characters, getting known around the town, and going out and fighting the creatures that will be, well, basically causing you problems out there in the distance. This is Railway Empire 2. So yeah, you make trains. It's really cool. Yeah, seriously, I really like the first one, so this one expands upon that concept. You get North America or Europe, and you can do smaller segments of those places too if you'd like to, and you just you're managing trains. You're building up a company. There's a campaign, but you can just kind of do a quick build sort of thing, and you're just carving out, well, the key regions in order to build trains. And there's evolve the information in regards to you do researching and stuff. So you've got these different research tasks, and you can improve what your trains have to offer, and it's 1800s onwards, and you just get to kind of have cool trains and lots of train tracks, and you move supplies back and forth, and you can ride your trains across the areas. If you like trains, it's it's a pretty cool simulation of that for sure. This is Quantum Break, a bit of an odd choice, but actually Quantum Break has just returned to Game Pass, a proud offering of the first party lineup from Remedy. This game has you playing this one individual that is thrown into the middle of a bit of a time war, I guess you would say. You make intense choices that impact the narrative. There are cinematic, actual TV moments you can watch if you so choose to help, increase the scope and the scale of the adventure. But yeah, for the most part, you run around using really cool time abilities, sort of stopping bullets, moving bullets, using time shields, solving some light puzzle elements, but mainly just going around doing intense combat and really exciting, thrilling moments. It's a great title, and if you're familiar with Remedy, this is like one of their kind of different type games. Similar, but also very different in terms of the concept of what's going on here. I really like that one. It's cool. This is Planet of Lana. So this is a really just lovely, laid back sort of game of puzzles and movement, and it's just got some really delightful art aesthetics as you explore these otherworldly locations and visit these distinct scenes with these unique characters. It's really, really quite quaint. It's a lovely sort of game. I think you can have a lot of fun diving into this one. It's just, and this is just kind of showing the humble beginnings of it. It's not to, I guess, spoil anything going on. You can also pet animals, I guess, as well in this one. But yeah, you're just kind of exploring these places and teaming up with the unlikeliest of, of critters, and yeah, it's a very interesting sort of calming adventure, I think, for sure. But there might be a surprise here or there as well along the way, which is kind of cool. This is Ghost Lore, so it's kind of, I guess you would say, a bit Diablo-esque. Like, you kind of pick a character and a skill set, and then you go out and you're like fighting these hordes of monsters and gathering like items in order to improve. It's really actually quite interesting. I like the art direction and aesthetic of it. Really, really quite cool. And then simple combat, hack and slashing. And then as you kind of improve, more abilities, more tools, more ways to kind of destroy the various enemies and foes that come across your path as you're going on your adventure, which is kind of cool. So yeah, this one was a bit of a pleasant sort of surprise, and definitely one that is a little different. I quite find this one to be very interesting. I'm definitely looking actually to diving into even more of this one, to be honest. It's really cool. This is Massive Chalice. So it's been a while since I've actually played this one. It's sort of a turn-based, dealing with the realm sort of thing. It's got that sort of distinct humor and styling that you would know of from this particular group of individuals. But yeah, Massive Chalice was a very interesting addition to the service, as it is, well, it's a Double Fine title, so it is under the whole brand. So I guess it's just like a matter of time of when all this stuff eventually, does become available from Double Fine that they've released over the many, many years. So it's you're an immortal ruler defending your kingdom, this nation, and it's like a mix of strategy and decisions and tactics and combat. And then you've got your various characters, and they've got different traits and heroic elements to them. It's a pretty cool game. Massive Chalice was actually a very interesting title. And Redfall, honestly, I don't recommend this one. I recommend skipping it. I included it because, obviously it's supposed to be the big title of the month, but yeah, this is this is a bad one. It's I would honestly just straight up, I'm actually just putting this here as like a warning. I wouldn't even play it. It's one of the worst games I've played. It's terrible. It's vampires. It's a co-op game. You shoot vampires, but it just kind of meanders, and it's poorly constructed, and I don't know, maybe they'll update it over time, but bad game. Very, very bad game. But everything else, really good. Yeah, definitely worth checking out everything else, I'd say. Be sure to like the video, subscribing's great as well, and once again, if you are going out there and grabbing the Game Pass, the affiliate link is the best way to go. But yeah, don't even bother downloading Redfall. It's not good. Not good at all. high recommend to evade.